Isaiah, Salakia. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And we told you that Babylon the Great was collapsing in every way. You have people in this country who are hella proud, who got a raise at work, who got a promotion at work, that believe that their job is set in stone. But little do they know, man, their livelihoods and how they make a living is about to change drastically. As of this year alone, I believe it's been over 1 million people that have lost their jobs so far this year in America, man. People who thought that, the day was never going to come. People who've been at their job for 20, 30 years. We've been telling you, man, that this whole AI thing, man, is going to take over people's lives. They're going to replace you with technology. And you would talk to people and they would say, nah, not me. I work hard. My manager loves me, right? I don't take off. He got no reason to let me go. People in this country have been hella proud and comfortable to the point where they believe that they're not, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, going to lose their job. They believe that they're what's the word? Exempt. They believe that they're exempt from, being fired or laid off. And a lot of these people are going to find out the hard way, man, because the Lord ain't playing, man. The Lord is plaguing Babylon the Great, and one of those plagues is going to come by no work, no paychecks. So check this out. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, willing to elect beatified. Shalom.
A lot more people in the Bay Area are losing their jobs. Another round of layoffs for Meta. That means Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp.
Yeah, the layoffs are making both techies and recent college graduates very nervous. It's going to bring in our business and tech reporter, Scott Budman. It's a stressful time for a lot of people, Scott.
Yeah, you're right, Audrey. This latest round hits extra close to home for a lot of Meta employees. The Facebook and Instagram owner announcing cuts at its Menlo Park headquarters as it continues to lay people off in the name of AI.
Meta employees are playing a nervous waiting game at headquarters. The company announcing more than 2,000 job cuts here, layoffs that will happen in late July.
I think it's a sign that Meta is deadly serious about AI. That's their new mantra, their new watchword, their new corporate strategy.
Bots instead of people as AI investments replace salaries. 8,000 overall layoffs recently announced at Meta, 4,000 at Cisco, 3,000 at Intuit, more than 100,000 tech layoffs across the country so far this year, according to online tracker Layoffs FYI.
And tech jobs have always been, jobs that were never touched. Like you get a tech job, man, you you're doing good, because there wasn't a lot of people into that. But now that they have AI, they don't need techs no more, man. They don't need people. As far as you Babylonians, you human beings, they don't need you no more, man. Now they come up with a technology that can do the job for you. that can do their job, in the place of you. Do the job in the place of you. So, yeah, man. So it's over.
We don't need as many people. We used to have teams of 5 or 7. That team can be 2 people.
And the focus on AI isn't just making people worried on tech campuses. It's also making people worried on college campuses, where graduating seniors are worried that their entry-level tech jobs are either going away or being taken by bots.
These are students told for years about the rise in tech jobs, now often finding themselves running into a virtual brick wall.
You can blame it on AI. You can blame it on companies wanting to cut more and not hire as much because of their bottom line. Whatever the issues may be, there's definitely not enough jobs for our graduating seniors.
Now, one point about that, and to the credit of many universities, including San Jose State and the UCs, we're seeing a lot more classes on AI and how to prepare yourself to get a job among all those bots. Raj?
I found out this morning that I am one of the people laid off from Meta. The emails came at 6 a.m. I slept until 8 like a baby. And I woke up to several text messages. The one that I read first was from my former manager, and she was just so fantastic. I was very happy to hear the news from her versus the email. I am looking for another job in corporate. My experience is in sales enablement, learning and development, instructional design, program management. Most recently, I've been supporting sales teams with AI enablement. So if you know of anything and would be looking for someone to, bring on to help with any of those things, who has experience doing that at scale, let me know. Sending love to all of you who are going through the same things, because it is stressful.
So I'm one of 8,000 people that just got laid off from Meta, and it's a weird feeling. I've been working for literally the past 15 years straight since I graduated college, and I've never not had a job lined up or working. So it's weird. I don't take it as any reflection of my abilities. Obviously, it's just full restructuring, mass layoffs. My team, my org happened to be less important to the company than others, so it is what it is. Job hunting feels like it's going to be overwhelming. Obviously, I have my specialties and my strengths in the field, but it's overwhelming because those interviews are not easy. There's a lot of case work you need to do. It takes a lot of practice. Obviously, I need to put together my stories for interviews. I need to get my resume together. I haven't done anything. So it's a bit overwhelming, and I've been feeling the anxiety. I have kids, family to raise, and a lot of costs, especially living in the California Bay Area. And I think in this moment, I'm trying to not feel as overwhelmed. I'm trying to believe that I'll be able to figure it out, which logically I think I will, but emotionally it's very difficult to deal with the anxiety of it all. If anyone has other thoughts and advice on dealing with layoffs, hit me up, add to the comments.
I literally just got laid off about 30 minutes ago, and I knew it was coming. In the morning, I saw a 15-minute meeting, which is odd. And I just started bawling my eyes out because I knew that I was going to be replaced by AI, but I can't let me losing my job keep me from the things that I love doing and keep me from the things that I'm working on. And I love being able to show up on here and share candidly or courageously the things that I'm thinking and feeling. And I will not allow something like a rug being pulled out from under my feet keep me from sharing authentically and vulnerably. And so I have to find a way to honor the grief and just the shock, because it is so upsetting. And there's so many things in my life that feel really out of place and disappointing. Like, how disappointing is it that I can't participate in all the things that I want to, and I have to kind of reroute things for now to take care of what's most important.
At this point, I've been on the job search for an extraordinarily long amount of time. I've interviewed for a lot of roles, and I have not been able to find a job. And throughout this process, there's been so much rejection. I've gotten so excited that every time I think, well, don't take it personal. It's not the end of the world if you don't get the job. And then I go through the interview process and get excited about it and think that I'm a great fit. And just before I went to the gym today, I got another rejection email saying that they're going with another candidate, and people say like, well, it just wasn't meant to be. Then what is meant to be? Is this what's meant to be? Is this what my life is meant to be then? It's disappointing, and it becomes insulting to your intelligence. Like, why do you think that I can't do the responsibilities of this job? Like, you don't think that I can talk about this medical technology and electronic health records and billing and automated appointment scheduling? Like, you think that the candidate before or after me or somebody else can do it, but you're not going to move forward with me. You don't think that I'm capable of doing that job and being paid an extremely mediocre amount of money to begin with. And I'm competing with people that are younger than me. I obviously know that the job market is really tough and that there's layoffs left and right, but it feels like everyone I know that has been affected, like after me, they've lost their job after me, have already found another one, or they're not struggling as much. And like, the longer I go without one, the harder it is to explain why, like, how many times is this going to happen? And I know that people mean well, like, oh, something better will come along. What is better? Like, I just want to be working like everybody else. Are you passionate about what you do? Are you passionate about your construction software company? Like all these companies that I've worked for, do people wake up every day and want to work in a dynamic, fast-paced environment cross-functionally with their team? Like, I just want a job. I just want to do the functions of a job and get paid.
How the fuck is this happening for the third time in 9 months? This morning, I woke up to like 50.
And if you notice, man, there's a lot of these heathens. Everybody on this video so far has been a heathen, man. Whether Edomite or a Moabite, man, Ammonite, whoever. Showing you that, you know, these curses are falling on these heathens, man. Because since you can remember, Jake has always been the ones last high, first fight. So now it's you devils, man. You other nations.
Pings from work that were like, hey, just checking in about the news. Like, hey, just saw the email. Hey, let me know how you're doing. I know it was like 7 a.m. and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I obviously log in and see that my company just laid off 300 people. If you don't know me, I've been at my new company for 9 months. This is now the third time that they've laid people off since I've joined. So yeah, I have some PTSD, and yeah, it makes me nervous. I did get the magical email that was like, we have notified all people. If you have not been notified, your role was not impacted. It's just fucked up. It just sucks. Everything about it sucks. 300 people is not a small group of people. That's entire teams. That's entire departments sometimes. Even though my role wasn't impacted, so the powers that be, it's just, yeah, it feels kind of icky. Part of me is like really unmotivated and disheartened and like, what are we all doing here? We just impacted like 300 real humans in their everyday life. Like I'm getting emotional talking about it because like I was one of those people like a year ago. So I just know what they're going through, and it like fucking sucks. I just feel for them. And part of this is like angry tears, and I'm like, our CEO gets like a multi-million-dollar bonus if at the end of the year or the end of the quarter we're like X% profitable. And the quickest way you do that is to eliminate costs associated with salary and operations. So it fucking sucks to know that like I work for leadership that prioritizes that over the humans. I know it's a business, like I understand that. I'm not living in La La Land, but it's just shitty. So now
and you are, man. Most people that live in Babylon, they're living in La La Land because they believe that Babylon is going to continue forever. They believe that this is just a bump in the road, and Babylon the Great is going to get back on and prosper and into the golden age, like your boy Trump said. But in all reality, man, this place is hell. It's a jungle. It's a jail, and it's going to be destroyed, man. It's going to be totally wiped out by the Lord. You know, how about Shem Yahushua is not going to suffer this place any longer.
Last hour of this morning has been like, did you hear about this person? Oh, these 3 people aren't here anymore. Oh, this entire team is gone. Which team? Oh, our sustainability team. You know, just like a core value of our company that we preach all the time, sustainability. No, we don't need them anymore. Unnecessary. Part of me is so frustrated because it's like, how the fuck is this happening for the 3rd time in 9 months?
If you're working at a big company in corporate America, do not underestimate just how bad the job market still is in 2026. I talk to hundreds of job seekers each week, and they all tell me the same story. They apply to hundreds, if not thousands of jobs. They hear back from about 1% of those companies, mostly rejections. And most of the time, they're getting ghosted by agency recruiters, in-house recruiters, or just not hearing anything back at all from companies. And for some people, this goes on for months, if not years. Yeah, years they're doing this, applying to jobs, not hearing anything back. But if they do get lucky enough to get into an interview situation, don't expect the interview to take 1 or 2 rounds. I'm hearing about people who are going through 8 rounds, 9 rounds, 10 rounds of interviews, and then they're getting ghosted at the final round, or they find out that an internal candidate is getting the job. Like,
this is how stupid this setup is here in Babylon, man, where you got to go through 8 interviews to get a fucking job, man, and the job is mediocre. You know, this place is set up to put hell on people, man. See, when it was just the Israelites that was catching hell, that was dealing with this, nobody gave a damn, man. So now all you other nations are feeling the heat, feeling the pinch. And now you got to deal with it, man. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps. So the Lord is is completely flipping things, man. This is Isaiah 24:1. It says, "Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down," right? "And scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof," man. Right? So the Lord is turning this place upside down. It says, "And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with the mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him," man. So what does that mean? That means that everybody's going to be on the same level, man. Right? People are not going to have statuses no more. Right? People are not going to be proud against one another, flexing on one another, man. Right? It says, "The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish." Man, and who's the haughty? Haughty means proud. The proud people, the ones who got these positions and feel like they're on their high horse, now they're going to be brought low. They're going to be humble, man. The Lord said in Isaiah 2, right? Isaiah chapter 2. Salakia. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 11. It says, the lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of man shall be bowed down. And the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day, man. You people think you somebody, man. You people think you on some level. It's all about the Lord, man. And the Lord is only for his people, man. To hell with you other nations, man. Right? You've been able to come to Babylon that was built up on the backs of slaves, the Israelites. Nobody regard them. You disrespect them. You don't regard them. You puff up against them. Right? You treat them like trash, like they don't matter. When everything that you have and everything that that's beneficial to you today is because of the Israelites, man. Right? Verse 12, it says, for the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low, man. So this is the time we living in, where you other nations, you're gonna be brought low. Right? You're gonna be brought low, man. This is verse 5. Isaiah 24:5. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Who defiled the earth? The wicked. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Right? It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Yeah, because they went about doing things their way. They said, we in power, we're going to do what we want to do. To hell with what the Lord says, or whoever your God is, to hell with what he says, we God. So now the Lord is completely fucking up this earth, man. Salakia. It says, verse 6, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh, man. Yeah, all the happy ones, all the happy people, all the ones that are comfortable here. Right? And who's the most comfortable here? These other nations. They've always been comfortable. Jake is the only one that has always caught hell here. Right? And we understand why. But now it's your turn. Now it's the turn of you heathen nations, man. Right? It says, verse 8, the mirth of the tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the heart ceaseth. Yeah, now your life ain't good no more. Right? Now you're not doing good no more, man. Now you're getting on video, putting your face in front of a camera and crying, saying how you just want to work. You working for a system that is completely against the people who built this country, man. Right? You devils have gotten benefits since stepping on this land. You other nations have gotten benefits since stepping on this land. Why? Because you all came together to destroy the Israelites. What the hell you thought was going to happen, man? It says, they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Yeah, man. So listen, man, those good times are a thing of the past. It said the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Yeah, nobody wants to come here. Some of these people, they think about going back to their country, man. Right? Nobody want to come to Babylon no more. This place is on its way out, man. This place is at the exit. Right? So, I'm going to just play the rest of this. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, the elect was other Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, to the next lesson. Hey, man, you ain't got no place here in Babylon, man. Babylon is done. Right? You other nations, the curse is about to fall on y'all. We only in the beginning stages of it. You know? Hey, man, shalom.
It is absolutely wild out there right now. You can try referrals. You can try going to networking events. You can try all these different things. Some of it will work, some of it won't. And it's going to feel absolutely crazy. So if you're working in corporate right now, especially at a really large corporation, there's a chance you're going to get laid off because all these big companies are looking at AI to replace people.
Hi, did you know what's going on in our country? You need to know this. Please listen to this video, pass it to everyone that you know, and make sure that you save it. Thank you.
Now let's take a look at how these AI data centers that are owned by the wealthiest companies, wealthiest people in the world, how they are affecting us in our lives. Microsoft has 300 data centers in the United States. Amazon has 215. Google has 25. Meta has 20 in the United States and 4 in Asia. And Apple has 10 data centers in the United States. These same very wealthy companies go to our city councils and ask for us to pay for their water, to pay for their utilities, and everything that they need to make themselves multi-billionaires. Whereas at the same time, the one thing that we're not looking at are layoffs. Look, these companies are called what they call hyperscalers. That means that they host the data. Now let's look at layoffs from these same companies. Meta has now reduced over 10% of its workforce. That's just currently. We don't know about going into the future. They have affected over 8,000 employees. Then you go to Amazon. Amazon has laid off over 30,000 employees, but Amazon needs you to help them pay for their data center that's going to create AI, that's going to even increase your unemployment in your area. Cisco has laid off 4,000, UPS has laid off 30,000, and Intuit has planned to lay off over 17% of its workforce. Americans, understand this. They're asking U.S. taxpayers, they're going to your city council, your commissioner's court, and asking for taxpayers to pay for the water to cool their facilities. They're using all of our utilities. At the same time, they are laying off American workers. Americans, wake up. It was not enough that they created institutions that allowed them to torture and mistreat our children. Now they're expecting for us to pay for our own layoff.